Hey everybody, welcome back. We're actually about to go ahead into setting up the rest of our scene, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump to our event sheet so we can get used to working with it. Okay, so a couple things right quick as we set up our scene. Obviously this right here looks very blush, right? So if we hit our preview, then obviously our stuff working really amazing, but we can see some of our stuff is off and we don't have a background for this thing. So let's go ahead and work on that on this video. All right, cool, let's go. Okay, so first thing we want right now is a background. So let's go to our objects, and again, see, it hasn't changed the last video. Let's go get us a background. They have a whole bunch of different ones, and it doesn't really matter. If you don't like any of these backgrounds, we can search up a background. Let's just have a little bit of fun in this video. Now on this one, let's go home. All right. Ooh, here we go. We're in the background. Whoop whoop. Ooh, they got graveyard. Creepy. All right, so we got our background right now. Let's go add it to the scene. Doop. Cool, let's close this. Now, when we do this, this is the cool part about this. We can take this background and put it on our screen. Now this right here is a sprite, not a tile sprite. And so basically with tile sprite, you can stretch it and it would be as big as possible, okay? Now obviously it's, there's two ways you can do this. We're gonna do this the safe way so that we don't have to worry about this. So I'm gonna introduce you to the layers right now. So let's go click on this thing. You'll see our little stack. Let's open our layers. And on our layers, okay, we want to add a layer. On this background color, you can just change the background color. So again, if you don't want to do this, you want to just have like a blue background. Here, I'm gonna delete this so you can see it. So boom, click on this, click blue, and then boom, you have a blue background. You also can do a green background. And again, in game, you can see it by a preview. You can see that green background. Again, you do not have to have a background. You can make a solid color your background. It's totally up to you. Okay. All right. So now that's being said. Now this is the other option, right? Is to actually give your background a background. So here you go. Put it on the screen. And I'm only putting it here because the camera is going to take this whole thing. Okay. So let's add a layer. And then if you want to name it, just click on it, hit the backspace, call it background. Or you can name it BG, because only you know what it means. Now, the way that layers work is whatever is on top is what's going to show up on top. You want to stick this on the bottom of it. To do that, just click here and drag it down. Okay, or matter of fact, click this one and drag it up. Easier. So again, if you didn't see that, let's do it again. Click this one and drag it up, and then obviously that's how it will look. Okay. So this thing is still on us, so we have to assign this to our background. So go to your properties, make sure this is clicked. You will see where it says base layer. Just click on that and put it to your BG, and it will go in the back. So again, I'm gonna show you that again. So again, once you get here, click on it. Once you click on it, right, go over here to your layers, click on BG, and it will make it your background. So again, if I hit the preview button, you will start seeing this as your background, okay? So again, we have everything set up in our game the way we want right now to what it makes look like. And again, we can go edit that little itty bitty piece right there. So we can feel a little bit more confident in this. So again, put that up here and take this block and put it over there as well. Now, what I told you before is if you go on events, let's go ahead and add a condition to it. So this is where the coding kind of goes in. So this right here, normally the first part is the beginning of your scene. So for those who's like, well, at the beginning of the scene, this is what we want to occur. So let's go ahead and give it a type in beginning. And you'll see that at beginning of the scene, okay? a couple things right quick. We want that camera to lock into our character a little bit more. So let's go ahead and for action, type in camera. And so you'll see where it says camera zoom. And then on camera zoom, you can set it for what you want to set it as. You can set it as 1. That's totally fine. And then after that, press OK. What you're going to see is that it's going to lock into it. Now, with that being said, if I make this camera, let's say, let's double click it, and we want to zoom in a little bit, we can put it at 2. Again, we run it, then it gets even closer. So again, this right here gives us the opportunity to zoom into our character where we don't have to really like kind of fill in those gaps, if that makes sense. Everything looks good. That spike could have killed me, but it's okay. And then now we have these things. Okay. And then boom, we fall down until we get to our final thing. All right. So another thing about beginning the scene, you can add some music to this. So again, just go add, type in the word sound. This is where you get all this sound when you jump. Go to your asset store if you don't have any. And again, there's so many different ones. Okay, I don't know about that. Yeah. Let's just do this one. All right, boom. Again, if you want this to repeat, just say yes. We want it to repeat. Let's press OK, and let's hit and then you can see it. You can see it actually working now. Oh yeah. Now I don't know if you're able to hear that or not, because I don't probably have my input in, but you're gonna hear it on yours, and it's gonna sound really good. Okay. Cool beans. All right. So now we have all that done. So basically on this one right here, you have your background. All right. You have basically all your mechanics in there, and that's all we wanted to cover for this one, just to make sure that you had your scene looking the way you want it to look. When we come back to this next one, we're gonna go ahead and add in basically resets. So again, if you hit a spike or you do something, or maybe hit the wrong enemy, then it will reset you back to the beginning. Okay, and that's our next one. So again, thank you for allowing me to serve you. God bless. Till next time, Jesus love you. Later, y'all.